If you're ready to choose more than just a car and experience more than just a ride, come choose from our huge selection of new Mazdas and save with low 0.9% financing. It's time to move and be moved in your new Mazda from Team Mazda on Airline.
What instrument makes that sound?
Synthesizer?
I guess.
Is my guess.
Straight out of the 80s.
Right out of the 80s. Yeah. I missed the synthesizer.
Do you guys have one? Did anyone have one growing up?
The 80s.
I had, you missed the 80s?
What was that like? I wasn't even a thought and a glimmer in somebody's eye. I'm just saying.
The 80s were awesome.
Rude.
The 80s were awesome.
I'm just asking. There's a lot of wisdom
were
in this room, and
fantastic.
I'm relying upon it.
I'm a child of the 70s.
Ooh,
Those were good
even
times,
better.
too. No, they're all
Even
great.
better.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Lean on
Easy,
me.
easy.
Come on.
When you're not strong.
Tell
But yeah,
me again.
synthesizer. Did you have I had a few of those kind of growing up,
I
like
had
the old
I had
Casio
the keyboard,
stuff.
so yeah, it
Yeah.
had like a synthesizer mode
The
on
effect,
it.
you push that button?
Oh, heck yeah.
It could sound like
Yeah,
anything.
Casio keyboard sure
Yeah.
did.
And it would do the demo. You'd hit the demo
Yeah,
button.
you'd be like,
I
I'm
remember
doing
the
it.
one that I had when
Yeah.
we hit demo was it was Billy Joel.
Was the
Was it
open?
really?
Billy Joel
That's
was the
cool.
demo.
That's
The
cool.
demo on the one here is that open. That's the demo.
That's how we got it. That would save us some money if we just did that ourselves
No,
and
that's
recorded
actually-
it.
Why do you give me these dad looks once in a while?
Dad.
Because you need a father figure in your life.
He gives you the do better look. Do better.
Come on, son. Come on, son. Well, speaking of, did you do your job, Junior? Did you wrap up all the pipes? Did you get all the yard ghosts going on?
chore.
Did
I
y'all
wrapped them last time and
So the
didn't
still?
touch it.
You didn't touch
Yeah,
it?
I don't
Okay.
touch it all year. I don't. Well, you know the spigots. What do you call them? The water
Nipple.
hose?
Faucet?
No, there's a word for it.
Oh, gotcha.
Spigot?
I don't remember. Anyway, I take
Water
those
maker?
off. Yeah. No, not a shut
The
off
water
valve,
maker.
not a water
It makes
maker.
water.
It is a bib.
Really?
Oh, did you get that in your ear?
Oh.
You didn't get that in your
No.
ear? You didn't get some help?
I think he did.
I think you got it.
Wow. I would give
did
him
you,
more credit.
Well, did you, I didn't see a lot of covered up plants or anything in my neighborhood. I did. I covered it up
Yeah.
because I listened
There are
to
lawn ghosts in my
wife.
neighborhood.
Yeah, I got a few out there. Some stuff was starting to come back.
Yeah.
You know, they talk about like with the plants, don't just cut them down immediately.
Yeah.
See if they begin to come back.
See if
before
there's
you begin.
growth and
we had,
tissue, yeah.
we had some elephant ears that started to come back. Those broadleaf things, they'll just kind of die real fast. They started to come back, so my wife wanted me to cover those up.
at
and so we
that.
You
covered
thought
them.
they were gone from the first snow?
Well, they
lost
they all died. They all died.
But they're coming back up.
But depending on where you cut them, when you prune them, how you prune them, they can, So they're coming back. The ginger's coming back, some of that stuff. So yeah,
Okay.
just be careful with that.
Georgia did a story the other day, talked with the folks at Clegg's Nursery about how you can kind of gauge how that
timing.
first freeze
Yeah.
did. So if you're looking for some tips, it's a good resource to look back on. But yeah, walking around the neighborhood yesterday with my dog, and it was interesting to see which houses, because I did a survey, the last freeze we got and once everything melted, it was cool to see it. Mostly everyone in the neighborhood did, but there were a lot of homes, surprisingly, where nobody wrapped the
They
pipes.
didn't do it?
Yeah,
No.
there was a whole street where actually there were quite a few homes that didn't wrap anything, and it
Okay.
was pretty cold last time around.
All right, last
Also
time
do a
around, you
survey.
definitely wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's thousands of dollars. Matt Venezia was talking about that. I didn't see as many yard ghosts this time around this week.
Yeah.
I had this one neighbor, a huge, like a 15-foot, I don't even know where you find a blanket that big, but
Yeah.
my man had the tree covered.
Man.
This is
I've
like,
got one like that in my neighborhood
You do?
too.
Okay.
Actually, David, good to see you. He's a contractor. He's the one that helped us get back into our house after the flood. And so he's got a big tree out in his front lawn, so big that he's got like metal posts kind of around it.
Yes.
And then that's what he wraps the tarp around because he wants to save that particular tree.
Right.
But that's above and beyond trying to
You get a tarp?
save your
Yeah,
stuff.
Lowe's.
Yeah, it's
Home
pretty
Depot,
cool.
I suppose.
Yeah, good
Okay.
to see you over there.
Yeah.
My
So-
neighbors put the electric blanket on it.
Electric. Stop. Yay! No, it's not a bad.
Yeah, keep them warm and cozy.
We
gets
got-
expensive though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. We got
Wow.
an electric blanket in the little cat hut outside.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, like,
great idea.
Yeah.
but it's even too cold for that. And even the cats are like, thanks, I'll go inside.
Right.
And these are a couple of outside
Well, I know
cats.
people that do that with heating pads outside for the cat
Yeah,
hut.
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
keep
that's a
them
good one.
on.
For the
They
stray
try to-
cats, yeah.
Just be careful with the pups and the pets.
Be
and-
like Matt, take them in. You maybe not permanently, but they've two neighborhood cats
Yeah.
have become Matt's family cats.
Well, one was it was the cat distribution system.
Yeah.
The second one, right? The first one though was a people distribution system. We found him. He was already at the house.
Yeah.
It was a neighborhood cat, neighborhood cat, and we moved into his house. And so it was a people distribution system. He was just waiting on the people. But the second one, yeah, now the cat distribution. And it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's just, I never thought I'd be like, cat.
Well, on its taxes, it's filing your home as a primary residence.
That's exactly right. That's what they're doing. Exactly right.
And the 4 Ps, I don't think you have to worry about the 5th P, which a lot of people say the 5th P would be pools.
Pools.
You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that tonight, I don't think.
If you got things, well, you know what, like the pumps, that kind of thing. If you don't, if you keep them running
Well,
constantly
coming out
moving.
of the pump, before it gets into the ground, you've got that PVC pipe that is exposed.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
you might
cover
want
it
to
up
cover
and
that part of it, I would
Okay.
say. The
Right.
exposed pipe needs to be
Right.
covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something to
Careful,
think
careful.
about. That's a good reminder. That's not much about pee that people have been talking
People,
about the last couple
plants,
days.
pets,
Pools. For those with
pipes,
pools.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we
keep
don't
it
talk
all.
about pools.
Yeah, but they're common in South Louisiana. Lots of people have them.
But it's not just today. We're going to have to straighten up, Williams. We're going to have to deal with this again as we go into tomorrow as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be about the same thing. So we actually did tie a record now, 25 degrees. That's where we are right now. It's a beautiful shot. It's going to be a beautiful looking day, but it's just not going to feel that way. And there you go, 25 degrees. So now we can officially say it's a record, at least a tie. We'll have to get to 24 to break. Meanwhile, it feels like 13 degrees when you factor in a bit of a breeze. And there is a little bit of a breeze there. It's kind of shut off right now. You don't really see it on the trees blowing there, but nevertheless, lots of sunshine, winds gusting up around 25 miles per hour. And there you see, that was the record for today, 25, and the record low for tomorrow, again 25, set back in 1908. So tomorrow's record, a long-standing one. Mostly sunny, breezy, and cold today. Another round of freezes for tonight into tomorrow morning. Another round of cold weather advisories. And then for the extended, for the weekend, kind of a good news, bad news scenario. Bad news, Sunday looks a little bit wetter. Good news, Sunday looks a little bit drier. First alert today, first alert tomorrow for the temperatures. 25 today, 26 tomorrow, and 10 to 12 hours. That's going to be the duration of each of those two freezes. So again, the cold weather advisory is in effect until 10 a.m. today, and we're going to rack it back up for tomorrow. Also in effect until mid-morning Friday. 22 for Macomb, the low this morning. 24 for Hammond, 27 for Gonzales, and Macomb at one point this morning felt like the single digits when you factored in the breeze. Feels like 5 below zero in Dallas, 11 below zero Oklahoma City. Look at Bismarck, feels like about 40 below zero. I don't even know how you go outside in that kind of weather. And our temperatures here, again, they're going to rebound slowly but surely. We've had a couple of clouds gliding on by without incident, but we're going to get more and more sunshine as the day wears on. I think we will crack into the 40s, getting around the mid-40s today, and then tonight and tomorrow morning, another round of mid, maybe a couple of upper 20s. Here's a look at the rainfall over the next 7 days, but most of what we're going to see here, unfortunately, looks like it's going to be over the weekend. So right now, Saturday, not that wet. Sunday looks like we'll have a wetter chance in the morning. No chance of rain for today, sunny and breezy and cold. Then for tonight, once again, you want to make sure you're still protecting those peas, and it might feel a little bit cooler than that mid-20s forecast. In the 10-day, as I mentioned, the rain chance on Saturday goes down a little bit. That 30% is mostly Saturday night. So the parades that are going to be rolling Saturday, I think they're going to be good to go. Sunday morning does look it's on the wet side, and then Monday through Friday next week, we get the payoff, the payback. Not only sunshine, but temperatures back into the 70s. 7:10. So Johnny, just get through the next couple of days, and we're going to be looking better.
There you go. Thank you very much, Jared. Good morning, everybody. Starting to see a little traffic on LA1 northbound right here at the Intracoastal Overpass and coming across the Mississippi River Bridge, and it thins out when you get on I-10 East right past the CD Park Lakes area. I-10 starting to back up a little bit around Essen as you approach the 1012. Our slowest traffic, of course, coming out of Denham Springs this morning. That's I-12 right through the Pete's Highway Range interchange, and kind of bump it up and look at Florida Boulevard in Florida through a Walker into Denham. That's also a little busy, and Pete's Highway is also busy this morning in both directions. Gorgeous sunrise again from Jared Silverman at False River. And there's I-10 traffic right here near the Acadian Thruway area. Slow traffic between College and Acadian, mainly that far right lane getting off at Acadian. And bridge traffic's okay. Maybe a little brake tapping coming in when you get on the interstate right there in Port Allen coming this direction. All in all, not a bad morning drive at 7:11. It's WAFB 9 News Now on the Plus. We'll be right back with a couple of things you might have missed, developing stories and updates on things right after the break.
Hey, 7:13, before you get going, a few things that we are following for you today, including a new shooting investigation in Baton Rouge. Liz, this is one that happened last night about 6:30 North 30th Street.
We're told it was actually a double shooting here, so let's kind of pull you into the scene.
Sure.
We're told this one person was actually left with critical injuries here. We're told a second victim is also taking on some minor injuries. This happened right around 6 o'clock Wednesday evening. This is along North 30th Street. Cross Street is Fuqua there. Investigators are trying to figure out the pieces here, maybe who fired the shots, who is involved. If you happen to see anything, they're asking you to call that tip into Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP.
One of the big stories, the big story for a lot of folks, though, going to be the cold weather. A lot of folks very fortunate to have a home to go to. Many are not. We got some extended hours for shelters, including St. Vincent de Paul, Liz, and they're getting the Baton Rouge Police Department to help out with people getting there.
So you might think, okay, well, the shelter hours normally close at 4. It's extended to 8 o'clock till tonight. The mayor's office is working to extend that for the next couple of nights here. But if you are in need of a ride to a shelter, BRPD is willing to help here. You can contact them, the non-emergency line, to get that ride to the shelter there. Any updates in terms of shelter hours elsewhere in our area,
Right.
we have all that waiting for you on our 9 News app as well.
Including Salvation Army, trying to do what they can.
Yeah.
And because, look, in times like this, it really is check on your neighbors.
Yeah, it really is. Check on your neighbors, the elderly. You can't be
Absolutely.
careful enough. Also, pets. You know, during the summer, we say if the pavement's too hot, then it's too hot for your
Right,
pets.
right.
Same thing. It goes both ways. If it's too cold for you to be barefoot, it's going to be cold for the pet's paws as well.
You can always take blankets too, and they're so inexpensive to buy a new blanket and take it and drop it off at a shelter.
It really is kind of easy. You're right. Great way to
really
help.
easy.
Great way to help.
One big sweep at the store. Stay with us. We've got more news, weather, and traffic coming up.
Anchored by the performance and reliability of the Civic and Accord, Honda has once again been named the best car brand for the 4th year running by U.S. News and World Report. Come see the lineup of award-winning Hondas at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Seagan Lane.